Quick, graph y equals 2 times the square root of x plus 3 by hand 2 different ways. This is part of the family of functions series. You will need graph paper, or you can download this PDF and print it. Press pause as needed anytime during the video. First, we need to decide what the parent function is and its shape. Y equals the square root of x, or radical x, is the parent function, and its shape is this half sideways parabola, if you will. And we're to keep that in our back of our minds as we're graphing this function. Identify the parameters, and by that we mean the values in the expression that affect the graph, and there are 2 different parameters here. So how do they affect the graph? Well, the plus 3 shifts all points up 3 units, and the times 2 multiplies each y value by 2. But what do we consider first? Well, we suggest plotting the vertex of the radical graph first. Neither of the parameters are affected by the x value, which is 0, so that'll stay as 0. But the y value we need to multiply by 2 and then add 3. So our vertex is going to be at 0, 3, and we'll plot that. Next, we do the radical dance relative to this vertex. So normally on the square root, we would go right 1, up 1, but in this case, we're going to go right 1, up 2 because we're doubling all the y values. Instead of right 4, up 2, it's going to be right 4, up 4, doubling the 2. And instead of right 9, up 3, it's going to be right 9, up 6, again, doubling that 3. Connect the points to make it look like that radical curve. The vertex is at 0, 3. And so we should compare it again to the parent function. It's been shifted up and it goes up a little faster. Second way is using a table. These are our 4 points that we usually plot to do the square root of x parent function. None of the parameters affect the x values, so we'll use the same x values and we'll just put those in the table. However, the times 2 and plus 3 affect the y values, and according to the order of operations, we multiply by 2 first, then we add 3 second. So 0 times 2 is 0, plus 3 is 3, showing right here. Plot 0, 3. 1 times 2 is 2, plus 3 is 5, 1, 5. We ask you pause and do these 2 points, plot them, and draw the curve. Press pause to do that, resume when you're ready. Two times 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Press plot 4, 7. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9, 9, 9. Connect the points to make it look like a square root graph. Compare it to the parent function. Now you try one. Graph y equals -3/2 times the square root of x plus 2. Use either method or both for the practice, and press pause to do this and resume when you're finished to check your answer. And here is your answer here in green and the table.